Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 3. This might not take very long. So, Jua's back. Jua, who we sat to the left of for hours yesterday, has found his way back onto one of our tables. The first target for today, we might make no targets today, let's be very clear. We are very short stacked now. We are half the average stack. But, that being said, might lose a player right now. If we can survive to 143 players, currently 159, it increases the payout $270, $268 to be precise, $267.80 to be really precise. Yeah. Oh wow, okay, we might lose 2 players here. Frankly, I think PMCCLG has to go all in. They're pot committed by their big blind in ante. And they hope that Sarah Bitty folds, but I think there's a reasonable chance. Well, yeah, there's a half reasonable chance they'll call. Oh no, I hope they're not going to time out. They're a previous winner of a spring championships of online poker tournament, so seems oddly unprofessional of them to... hopefully they're thinking right. I can see why this would be a tricky decision, but I think it's just an auto 82 cards all in. I can kind of understand why you're just like, oh, I won't even bother. But no, like, really, if they won this hand, they'd win a surprising amount. Okay, no players go out. Yeah, that was a mistake for me from PMCCLG. Sumaix also incredibly short stack, shoves all in now. And there is immediately a call from the big stack to our left. Welcome. Wow, they fold again. Tens versus ace-9, ace-9 in trouble. Does it get an ace on the river? No, it doesn't. That's what we miracle survived yesterday with 2 9s, right? All right, I guess this is our hand. I'm hoping someone shoves on us that isn't PMCCLG. We don't stand to win much off them. They're going to stop us winning all the money in there. I don't think we want them to enter at all. It's funny because if this is a progressive knockout, we'd be desperate for them to go in. so funny how the dynamic changes. Our old nemesis Jua folds. And Sarah Bitty. Yes. Doesn't have the ace. No 9 on the flop. Running clubs would get us. No club. No 9! Come on! Come on! Woo! Oh, we're in the tournament. We're back in the tournament. It's I don't like these borderline hands whilst PMCCLGs are on such a low amount. Corin, I doubled up. Sorry, Mrs. Relis. even more important now, but yes, I appreciate you, Will. I understand it's not easy. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on. In the flippin' tournament. Duo raises from the button. Ooh. 3-bet from Surabiti, who already lost some ships to us. Big blind next hand. Big blind's not going up for a bit yet, so we're good on that front. They're not jumping up yet either. Just the normal 20,000 up that it's been for a while. I can't believe Pocket Nines didn't knock us out. When I saw them turn over Pocket Nines, you'd think I'd be delighted. But I so thought they were going to hit the 9 just because 9s always ruin us. Whether we've got the 9s or someone else has the 9s, 9s ruin us. PMCCLG is actively folding. They're not here, but they're just letting themselves get antied to death, right? Like, there's 20,000, no, 17,500 at the moment. That's half their remaining stack. They could have gone in for 140,000. Ah, they're trying to survive. They're not going to do it, though. They're trying to survive to 143rd to make the extra couple of hundred, is what I suddenly thought, but that isn't going to happen either. They've literally just let themselves blind to death. Like, there's almost no point in them. Well, that isn't true. They win the antes. Yeah, they win the antes, and they win that much of each of the blinds, but they had such a better chance to win a nice big pot that first hand. And then actually have an amount that they could shove to try and make someone fold their big blind after that. Well, 2 players say that they've got them. We'd have hit middle pair. Not that matters. I love this unicorn. If Zelda comes in here later, I'll show her this unicorn picture. So we've got a really big stack to the left of us, which tightens us up here. Oh, wow. Okay, miracle hit. You know, what do I know? They've won a spring series of online poker, so maybe what they just did is better. Poor Zelda struggling with the concept that I'm doing something quite important. She wants me to paint with her. Oh gosh, there's no way of explaining that you're in the last 150 the World Championships of Online Poker at 25,000 to a 4-year-old, is there? You just dad, and they want to paint. Like, it's wonderful. Like, that's a wonderful thing. I wouldn't have it any other way. They've not even had anything to eat, did you say? Meatballs are cooking. There's a nice unicorn picture here. Okay. Scary prospect of a hand here, because this is legit. CCLG waits even longer. Unbelievable. They've raised a crazy amount. What we really don't want is the 4-bet. And they don't, they fold. Come on. Come on, baby. This is a min raise, putting PMCCLG all in. If it folds around to us, I think if there's any raise, we just fold this time. Yeah. Even though it's Serabiti, who has raised 3/4 of their hands. They've raised 6 out of 8 hands so far. Well, we can't fight back against them every time. And this time, they're almost guaranteed to see, because PMCCLG, they've made some crazy folds, but they've got to call this. Their hope now for PMCCLG is that if... Oh my goodness. Well, what do I know? I guess there is only 2 players to go out this time, but they're all in next hand. Honestly, this is mind-blowing to me. Like, I want to sit down and have a conversation with them, because I feel like they know something that I don't. It really, really could just be that they really fancy their chances at making the next payout. But they've almost certainly got it, and they have. Credit to them. Whether you agree with what they've done or not. Oh no, they did a few hands ago. They got pocket sixes now. That is the end of them, but they made an extra $270 that I wouldn't have made. Well, I'd either be unlikely, but I'd be back in it with a decent stack compared to them, or I'd be out for $270 less. So fair play. So we've made another $270 that when the kings and nines turned over was not guaranteed at all to be the case. The next payout is 103, 103rd. That's a long, long way away right now. And that's for an additional $317. For the first time we'd break the 2,000 mark. Hey, Ham. Good evening, man. Hey, Cap. 15. 15. Blinds are up. Are they? Something just... It just flashed up a message. Blind level lengths have changed. Oh. Lengths have changed. Okay, so it's now 20 minutes per blind level. And the blinds are up, sorry, next. On us. Oh, typical. Oh, well. And they're still just going up 20 a time. No, they aren't up. They must have just gone up now. My apologies. I'm going crazy. Yeah. Yeah, so they've gone from 15 minutes of blind level to 20, which is what it was on day one. I'm not sure why they do that back and forth. Okay. Okay. Hope someone picks their moment here. No, I was kind of hoping the 1,500 stack would shove. Cerebiti has raised an awful lot so far. Does raise. So we get to 3-bet them again. Us versus Alan Sheik. We got almost exactly the same chip stack. They find the fold. Yeah. I guess I'm happy to take the chips because we could have got outdrawn right. I don't know. I don't know. We've just made over $1 million in chips, so I'm really, really pleased on that front, but... Did I have to find a way to risk my entire tournament to try and get more chips in there? It's certainly not wrong to shove. It's not wrong to shove. That might have been a call or something, but... No need to go crazy at the moment. You see, right now, we got some free chips, which is really cool. But later on, say we end up all in with Alan Sheik later, and they cripple us because we didn't go about that more subtly, trying to win their chips. But we'd have had to have let Cerebiti in as well to see a flop. So we're letting 2 people see 3 cards that could overtake our aces, and then it's incredibly hard to let go of the aces. It's very risky. I think because Cerebiti can then call, it's probably the correct fold. But then you are like potentially trying to get yourself in for a triple, like 3 times the chips. So I don't know. I don't know. It's very, very tough call. Thanks, Cap. Thanks, man. And it's a free guest. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Ham. She is Ham. I know. I can't believe it. I know. Time does fly. If I noticed they're disconnected, I probably should have raised this anyway. It's pretty borderline. Yeah, you know it. Would have hit the ace, but I don't know. Lose to any other ace. I'd rather be in it than not now, but could have been a costly hand. Yeah, Forster, yeah. Duo's back. Different position now. Might be my lucky mascot. We had a good day with him to our right yesterday, but he was also to our right when, I can't remember his name, the player to the left of us just kept coolering and outdrawing us. So if it wasn't for that, it would have been an amazingly lucky mascot. It was a bit hit and miss, but I mean, we got through the day, so I guess so. Yeah, long way to go until they fully compensate us a temporary guest. Hey, Possum Reeser. Let's flip and go. Thank you, man. Thank you. And Zakara, baby. 57 months. Come on, the short stack. Woo. Thank you, Zach. Amazing. Amazing. So I'm being a bit extra tight at the moment because we've played reasonably aggressively because we've had 3 monster hands so far. If we go through a spell of having a dry patch, we'll start opening up our range. Once we've got the reputation of being tight, we'll start raising wider. But was the big... Because they don't know that... They know we had kings. They didn't know we had aces. Like, we could have been 4-betting wide. We 3-bet pretty wide, didn't we? With king, queen suited. So I say 3 monster hands. It was 2 monsters and a cheeky one. We can definitely lean on the tight side. That's what the next Star Wars film is going to be about, right? Join the tight side. Oh, gosh. I guess there's straights and flushes out there, but... and 1 better 2 pair and sets, but even so, 2 pair would be pretty strong at this point, though we'd be dreading a ton of river cards. Yeah, that'd be pretty bad for us, wouldn't it? 10s wouldn't count now. Thanks so much, Belden Gimli. Yeah, sorry, Belden Gimli. I very much doubt it. Let's just for peace of mind, check when this splits. Tournament breaks when there's 9 players remaining, and we'll resume tomorrow. So that's, yeah, the final table, which is like virtually impossible, but who knows. So yeah, the last 9 out of 122 is when day 3 ends. This looks like it's going to be last hand before break now. They've taken so long, which is fine by me. Oh, Oh, Dr. Hellboy! Oh, man, I've missed you so much the last few days. Yeah, we'll have to catch up. I'm glad you had a great time. I'm so glad it says bar my flight, because I thought it said bar fight. But yeah, delayed an extra day. Oh, that still sucks. Probably not as much as a bar fight. But still. 4 hours sleep. Oh, dude. Glad you're home. Glad you're home. Loved you, man. Team Wales had a good one. Let's go. That's brilliant. That's really brilliant. Man, Team Wales on fire between that. Okay, I'd better go for 5 minutes anyway. But yeah, on fire between that and UKTC. Great. Wonderful to have you here, Dr. Hellboy. Let's go. 30 seconds. Right. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Yeah. Big blind next hand. Yeah, plus 270 Zach. Thanks, man. Very, very, very pleased with that. What is it, like 17 players to go to the next one? No guarantee we make that at all. I mean, as long as we're sitting with a player to our left with such a bigger stack than us, it's very, very possible we don't make each next subsequent individual payout. No, Hercules. No, it's 25,000. So no, not anywhere near 56. I wish. I'd be winning twice as much right now. Yeah, about half that. Just under half. Best viewers. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, happy Tuesday, October. Good point, Zom. Good point. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Cap. Mrs. Reckless openly says she had a really rubbish dad. It's not good. Many of my friends, it's too common a thing. Like, yeah, sorry, man. Really sucks. But you know, good on you for surviving it and becoming the person you have. That's a real credit to you. Begone Bot, thank you very much, Zach. No, AA isn't invincible, temporary guest. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Let's feel good about the pot we won. Yeah, thank you. It's a good attitude. We can analyze later on whether it's marginally correct or not. But for now, we can be pleased. The amount of times in this tournament we've outdrawn or we've been outdrawn. Oh, I was going to throw in my first defense of the day, but Serabiti takes that off us, which isn't the worst thing. If this was suited, I'd be disappointed, but I'm definitely not disappointed. This was about as wide as I wanted to defend anything. Wow. Okay. That's a tough fold for Serabiti, but they do fold. Oh, the pot odds to call that. It's not a lot. I wouldn't have called with there. That I'd have 3-bet with, but Serabiti is 3-betting a lot wider than I ever do, so I guess that explains it. Under the gun limp. We saw one yesterday. Well, actually, early on in the tournament, we had somebody that limped a lot, and we made a lot of money off them. But I think once we got them out, the entire rest of the day, which was hours and hours and hours, we saw one limp, and it was under the gun. And then even that player didn't limp again after that, so I don't quite know what that play was about. I might well top this up. Rick Sarno, which is good news for us being a much bigger stack than us, okay, never mind, has been very, very tight. Probably the tightest player at the table right now. Oh, other than Stoian, who's recently joined us, but so far since joining us has not done a single thing. But Stoian's that kind of chip stack that they have to be like that. They need to just pick a hand and shove. Like, horrible blinds for them. They might even need to pick by their big blind. I guess not 100%, but I'd be very, very tempted. It's such a big chunk of their stack. Serrano, yeah. Serramo? Was it an M? Shimo. Thank you, Hercules. Shimo. Well done. Good teamwork, everyone. But by teamwork, I mean Hercules getting it right. but yeah, no, cool. Me and Zach can pretend that we incrementally got Hercules to the correct answer rather than them just full on remembering. Wow, ace on the river. Brutal river outdraw. Significantly hitting Pegasus. That's a nice little ditty, Cap. Big stack to our left gets even bigger stacks. Poor Pegasus. Been really hit here. Man, Stoian needs to pick something soon. I think if Pegasus folds, Stoian should just try and win this part. But they don't get that chance. The player's taken away from them. Life is a highway. I want to drive it all night long. Drive it's the second line, isn't it? It's ride it. Is it? Which way? No. I don't know. No, maybe that was right. Thank you. For me. Meatballs for me. Thanks, Zelda. Zelda, do you like this person's unicorn picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it?
I want to watch it.
Just for a minute, and then it's time for you to go upstairs with Mummy, okay? Love you.
Ooh, what is this?
Oh, we better raise this one. That's for cleaning the back of the fridge. So don't put it near your mouth. Might be dirty. Or your eye. Anything it can put germs on. Tell you what, let's just put it down. You can hold it in your hand, but don't put it near your face. No, I said just a minute, and then when Mummy's ready, you go upstairs. So, yeah. Oh. Okay, easy fold.
Good night, unicorn.
Good night, Zelda.
Good night. Good night, unicorn. Good night. I love you.
Yeah. Trying to take them off. Maybe need some help.
Yeah, maybe sit down and that might be. Oh my goodness, look what I found in here. So wash it off to the thing. You've got Woody.
Blinds up. Not on us, but pretty late in the run of hands.
Here's some of the ones you got for thinking over. Make them ones in. Put them up at the top of there. Wow.
Under the gun next hand.
That's okay. That sounds like he's washed it. So that's okay.
Cheeky tiny bet from Dewar. Gets re-raised. This is top level poker. Like, it's quite fun to sit back and watch, really. Trying to win pots with really small bets. And then the check raise that really, really could be a re-steal. All right, big blind next hand. Nothing under the gun. That's fine. Perfectly happy with that. Stoian's still not committed in. I guess they're trying to survive to 103rd as well. Make that extra $317. Here we go. Stoian's gone in. Serabidi says, I got good enough to go with this. Oh! Monster shove from Alan Sheik. Serabidi probably got to fold. Yeah. Yeah, this has got to be a fold. Just ace queen. Nice shove. Dominating ace four. All spades. No spade. Ace queen holds. Big blind. Ah, favorite hand. It's not the time to be overplaying 8-4 of diamonds, no matter how much I love it, no matter how much it's made me in the past. It might be the counter to 9-9, but now is not the time. Saying that, if no one else re-rises, this is a defend. I love this hand because it flops monsters for me constantly. Man, imagine if it flops a monster and we still lose. It'd become my... It'd instantly stop becoming my favorite hand. That'd be sad. I'd rather just flop nothing. It flops nothing. Fair, fair. I was gonna say, oh wow, oh gosh, we'd have hit trip 8s. Well, there you go. Trip 8's and a nice block of Jack of Diamonds. Because the scare right now is flush draws and straights. Two of pokers. I'm going to pokers like I've never pokers before, Ali. You won't believe the pokers I'm going to do. Yeah, thanks, man. It's been a crazy tournament. It's been a crazy tournament. Oh, scary diamond. For anyone that doesn't have 2 diamonds right now, scary diamond. Unless somebody has the full house, which seems very unlikely. We had an 8. Could have had pocket 9s. Asks the question. Takes the bluff away. Wow, 14 million. Well done, Ricky. I wish it was Rick rather than Ricky with 14 million, but yeah, good stuff. If we go out this second, Simon, it says in the top right-hand corner, 1.7K. Might be the case here. I don't know if I can let go of this jack. This ace jack. Okay, nice. Just tear the blinds. Very pleased, to be honest. Could have got dirty. Yeah, thanks, Valley. Bit down on that now, but yeah, more or less. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, 50. That's the problem, right? I could be out. I'm both in and out simultaneously. I'm Schrodinger's poker player to you guys. Thanks, William Regal. One of the best wrestlers ever. My biggest cash online, probably about 8K. Won 8K a couple of years ago. Yeah, I think I've never won more than that 8K. Won close to that before as well. But I've really not come anywhere near this since then. I won a 1K ticket a few months back. But I didn't cash the ticket. Fine. About the same as it was. Thanks, love. Yeah, fine. If I survive 3 more players, I make another 300.
How many players?
3 more to go out of 106. There's 106 players left. Do you like I put the picture of Zelda up?
Oh, yeah.
Wonder if I can show chat. I got. Oh, not very. No, I can't show chat. Sorry, chat. And I fixed the microphone. That's back together and usable.
Great.
And this picture, love. I don't know if you'll ever get it back out again, but that should work now. That should work. So those 3 things are done. I forgot about the yo-yo. I need to do the. Zelda asked me as well. My apologies to Zelda. To see what I can do for the yo-yo. And I've ordered some sellotape to try and fix. That's fine. It's only 1. We can have 1 more. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. It was like £1. I literally spent £1. Thanks, Sandoval. Thanks so much. Don't worry about being rambly, Cap. It's all good. It's great to have you here. Great to have people chatting. Thanks to everybody. And that's okay. No, I love that. Like I've always felt like I want to be really open on stream. Like it's just what you guys bring out of me, and so it's nice when people are open back. Always happy to have real talk. And then I get rambly too. Yeah, Mrs. Reckless took it really well, but some of her siblings, certainly at the time, found it much harder and it affected them a lot more. But they're all doing well now, credit to them, but it took a long time for some of them. Wow, big shove. You can understand why, though, now, with those, you know, they're not much more than 10 times the big blind, are they, either of them? So it's a good shove. It's a good shove. 2 players to go to the next payout. Our big blind next. Let's see what we get. 8 minutes to the blinds go up. Not much of a big blind hand for us. And yeah, all your best to your sister. Can appreciate how tough that is. Yeah, we're not doing anything with this. You got us, Stuart. Bear Sean might be running the time here because they want to make the next payout before they're going to have to shovel in quite soon. And they might be like, come on, a couple of players go out. I'll make $300 more. And then I can shovel in. And if that's that, that's that, right? But I don't want to not make $300 more first, please. No, it wasn't that at all. They were having a really good thing because they actually had a hand and they wanted to 3-bet and they take the pot. Well, I apologize to Sean there. There's no way we're playing this rubbish. You can see how much the blinds are affecting us now. It's like if we win the blinds, it's like, ooh, okay, we've gone up quite a lot in the 5 million bracket. This is nice. And the second the blinds go through us, we're like, oh, low 5 million. Going to drop below 5 million if the blinds go through us again. Not to say that we should go too crazy and overplay. It's okay to a degree to let your stack go down. You're going to have to at times to pick the right moments right. There will be a couple of rounds where you just don't get the right moment and you've got to let yourself get blinded down a bit. And the longer you let that happen, the more it increases the probability that people respect your raise when it comes. But obviously you don't want to wait too long before you can't really threaten their stack enough. Yeah, I can understand that, Cap. Ah, cool, Cap. I'll have to look that song up. I'll have to look it up. No, I'm not gonna mess around with this either. Right, 1 player to go. Come on. let's bottom line ourselves with an extra $317, please, before we risk our tournament life anymore. So it's folded around to our button and we've folded. Last time we raised. I just feel like stuff like that's important for seeing how much people play back at you. Hey, Niagara. Yeah, we got super lucky, Niagara. We got Pocket Kings super early and somebody else picked up Pocket Nines and we doubled up. And then there was a bet and a 3-bet and we had aces in the big blind and everyone folded. But the 3-bet was quite big, so that made us a bit more as well. So yeah, lucky start. Lucky start. Now, we just folded the button when it folded round. Okay, never mind. I was just going to say this is a mandatory raise now then if it folds to the cutoff. But it doesn't, so we continue to be tight. And that is us making the next bracket. $2,000 bottom line now. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It means absolutely nothing, and I won't do anything towards trying to survive an extra 2 players, but I would really, really love it to make the top 100. It would just be a nice little thing in my head if I was like, that was a cool tournament. We made the top 100. I remember I was really pleased making the top 1,000 out of 25,000. We cashed at like 3,500, so that had long passed, and we made a few more brackets getting to the top 1,000, but that was a nice milestone. Was not expected to make the top 100. That'd be a super cool milestone to hit if we survive 2 more players. But even though it looks like, oh yeah, we're chilling out, it's going fine, we got a few rounds in us, we should make 2 more players. You can just pick up a hand and go out at any time, right? Even aces can lose. Yeah, that's a fold. So the next payout, the more important next milestone, is 71st. So that's a long way away. That we really, really, really might not make that. If we do, it's 370, 80, no, it's, yeah, 75, $375. 375 more dollars if we make 71st, but that is just miles off. Miles off. We're quite a bit below average stack again now. We were at this for a while, and this was average stack, or we're a bit above it, and this was average stack, but the average stack has crept up quite significantly. Done. Never mind. Good evening, Jay Vazza. Yeah, thanks, man. It's nice to be... We're not a nerd anymore, Jay Vazza. Remember that from yesterday? No longer a nerd until our next big blind. Then we're a nerd again. We were saying you're a nerd if you have less than 5 million. I don't even know why. Problem is I am a nerd, so... Can't win either way, really. Ah, thanks to every guest. She is amazing. She is amazing. I'm very lucky to have her. Yes. Yeah, Jay Bowser, sorry about the 15 minutes delay. Not quite the half an hour that you were worried I might do, which was a fair concern. But a significant one. My apologies. Wow. Yeah. Jew is just flying. Well played to them. They're playing some great poker. Much more loose aggressive than us. Hey, the top 100! Like I say, it means nothing other than for my peace of mind. And my self-esteem. Long, long way to go to 71st now. This really, really could be... You would imagine that at some point between 99, which is now, and 71st, we're going all in, or, you know, something big is happening. You know, we're risking all our stack effectively. And we'll either hit 71st with way more chips, or we won't hit it at all. Under the gun next hand. Ah, drat. Looks to me like the blinds are going up on us. Okay, let's make a quick fold unless we really get something. Nope. Cool. Okay. Might just avoid the blinds going up on us. And actually, I'd really, really like to. They've been going up 20,000 a time, and it's now going to be 250,000. And it doesn't go up on us. Okay, very, very grateful for that. 250,000. So it really, really is time for us to play now. There's no two ways about it. The blinds are going to force us to risk our tournament life. It could be now. That was a bad card. If I'd known that was coming, I'd have re-raised the flop. This is the problem with playing out of position. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Come on. Not too big of a pot, but they all count right now. They had a 6, and they had a flush draw on the turn. And thank goodness they completely bricked the river. Oh, yes. Yes. Come on. This is a fold now. I was going to say this is a raise if it folds round. Blinds are up. Oh, well, we would have had top pair. Not with a great kicker, though, versus an early position raiser, you'd think. Something about Dua. We love playing Dua. If they knock us out, no hard feelings. We've had a really, really good time against them the last 2 days. Picking our spots. Huh. The same person raises off a hand again. Go get that bread. Thanks, Nito. Thanks, Nito. I might be able to afford a loaf of bread already after this tomorrow. But yes, I would like some more. I'm greedy for bread. I always have been. I've actually had to ban myself from real bread, but that's beside the point. Thank you. Great to have you here. Big shove. It's callable. Doesn't make the call. It's amazing how often these early raisers fold to what look like callable. Ah. It keeps giving us borderline hands, but then giving us easy decisions by people raising before us. "20 minutes to break. Wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind a cup of tea. My stomach doesn't feel great. They've brought me some lovely meatballs. I'll pop them in the fridge because my stomach's not terrible right now, but it feels like if I ate meatballs, it would be good. I don't want to risk sitting here with less than ideal stomach. It's the last thing you want when you're trying to focus like you've never focused before. Is it just me, or does it feel like this evening isn't going to be as long as the last 2 evenings for the final 9 players? I could be wrong. No, I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong in that statement. It feels like it right now, but from now to half the players is what, like 46 players, and then 23, and then half again, and that's a lot of chips. Like, so that's doubling the amount of chips that everybody has that's left 4 times. 3 times. So, yeah, what that leads to, actually, in my experience, is a very, very, very long time from 3 tables to 2, and especially 2 tables to 1. So, yeah, I'm probably wrong. It'll probably take a little while to get to 3 tables, and then quite a while to get to 2, and then a really long time to get to 1, actually. I was thinking the way the players have gone out, like, this could be down to 9 really quickly, but I'm missing the fact that if instead of like taking it as like we've lost 70 players, we've got to lose 80 more, and instead it's like actually we've lost less than half the field that we started with, and the field's going to halve like 3 times more to get to the final table, then suddenly you realize. Easy fold. We're not in the top half anymore. Not in the top half. Partly because the overall amount of players has significantly dropped. Thanks so much for 53 months, Zach. It's so good, man. So good. Let's go short stack. Yeah, it's kind of getting appropriate again, Zach. Kind of getting appropriate again. We're almost as effectively short stacked now as we were at the start of the day. Not quite, but it's not going to be too long till that's the case, especially with the blind levels what they are. Dewar just loves to ask little questions. Like, they've got the chips to do it as well, which is amazing. So, like, someone makes a bet, and they're just like, well, I'll make that nearly 3 times your bet. And a lot of the time, if you then raise me again, I'll fold. And I've seen them make some bizarre calls as well. Like, it's so hard to get them off a hand, but they just make it work. And you can certainly play that way more with the giant stack. It's going to be like they're in their element now. The way they play with 14 million, that's a scary weapon. Okay, well that's a raise. The shortest stack at the table isn't even that short. I mean, yeah, especially compared to us. We'd be the short stack at the table if we went all in and lost against the next shortest stack. Oh, that's going to tee. Everybody now has a huge incentive to 3-bet this from Ricky Sano's call. Okay. I think we check shove this. This could be it, by the way. They could have hit a set, right? It's unlikely, but they could have ace-king. But more realistically, they could also have ace-9, ace-8. But realistically, I think 9s or 8s knock us out now if he calls with anything. Ace-king. And that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. The dream is over. It's been beautiful. I'm sorry it's done, but thank you for being here. Well done, Ricky Sano. We'll give somebody a raid. What a tournament. What a tournament.